Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Mountain Blade Bannerlord. Now today we're going to be looking at how to get a wife and how to get her pregnant and have a child within the game of Mountain Blade. So luckily for us, this is a feature in the game and you can even form your own dynasty and lineage. It's massively possible and it's actually really simple. It's a hell of a lot easier than Mountain Blade Warband, in which you had to learn all the different songs and learn all different things before you could impress them enough. But here we go, we just found it here. So it's as simple as just simply finding somebody who is eligible, i.e. somebody who's not currently married. Find a good person within the faction you like. Obviously the clan that they're in is going to make a huge difference to how easy it is. And the person they are, again, you want to look for somebody with a skill set that you want. Don't just go for anyone. I mean, you can if you want, it's entirely up to you, but go for someone that you think can benefit you more. Because ultimately this is somebody who will become your companion, a governor, even have their own party under your clan. So make sure you pick the right one. So basically how it works is once we jump in and we talk to her and we confess that we're an admirer, we're going to get 2 stages and we have to complete these 2 stages. Now to make this easier for ourselves, we want to be above clan tier 2. The higher the clan tier you are and the bigger your renown, the easier this is, but also your charm. So the higher your charm is, again, the easier this will all be. You want a relatively high charm, so anything I'd say above about 50, I would say definitely above 75, you'd be very good. But yeah, once you go ahead and you confess that you're an admirer, you just want to talk to her, you want to confess that, and then it's going to kick you out. All you have to do is go and talk to her again, and then as you can see here, it's going to give us 3 points. Now we have to select one of the many answers it's going to give us, and they all have different percentages. Some of them high, some of them low, and the red X there means that we'll get a critical fail, which we don't want. So ideally we want to go for the options with the highest percentages, and as you can see, once we select them, that's going to fill in a point for us there. Once we've got all 3, we've passed the first stage. Now there's, like I said, there's only 2. The first one is relatively easy. It's a hell of a lot easier than the second one. You don't need a high charm for the first one, so if you want to secure somebody and make sure that they have you basically on their books, you can go ahead and complete the first one really early, but after that you definitely need to boost your charm and try and upgrade it as best you can, because the second stage is a lot harder, as you will see very shortly. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead. As you can see, as you progress a little bit more, some of them get critical fail options. Now you want to avoid that as much as possible. If you get a critical fail, it means the whole thing is done and you've failed. Now if you don't have a high relationship with the person already, then that's pretty much the person lost. You can build up the relation with that person and have a second chance, but it takes a long time to do this, so it's not worth the risk. So what we need to do now is we've done the first stage and we can't go into the second stage, so we're going to have to go ahead and wait. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this part for you guys, and I will see you in a moment. There we go guys, so we've waited that out. Now we can go ahead and talk to her here, and we've got the second stage unlocked. So now we want to go ahead and do that. As you can see, the success chances are a lot lower than they were before, and there's a lot more critical fail chances. So we've got to be very careful on which options we pick here. So luckily we got a success in that first one. It was quite a high chance, but relatively good. So now we have a high critical success and a pretty high just normal success. Now we want to take the risk, and there we go, bam, look at that, massive. That's excellent. So we got a critical success there, which has completed the whole thing for us. So we just passed the second stage. Now what we need to do is we need to go and find her clan leader, or her father, in this case clan leader. So we've got to go locate him, and we're going to go and find him. So I will see you guys in a moment after we have located him. There we go, so we found him. There he is in his little army. So we're going to go ahead and go over to talk to him. Now what this is going to do is basically we have to now barter. So we're going to have to talk to him. As you can see, it's just going to come up with the option there. We've got to discuss it. Now it's basically just going to go into a trade window. Now we have the option to do it either us or our brother. Obviously we're going to do ourselves. We can go ahead and click auto trade, but this isn't going to complete the entire thing straight away. So we need to just boost that money. But as you can see, it's come up with not that much, and we only need to drag that slider up a little bit. There we go. So that's only about 3,000, and we've secured an entire marriage, which is brilliant. So we just go ahead and we click gift after this. We can do it with items as well. But in this case, we're just going to use money because it's nice and simple, nice and easy, and we want to keep our items. So there we go. There's no special ceremonies, no special cutscene. It is just that. You just get a little message that says it's done. You get a few perks, a few skill points, nothing major. So now that is done, and we have a wife. It's that simple. She is now part of our clan. She is now a companion. We can set her up as a party. We can use her as a companion. We can set her up as a trader. Or we could set her up as a governor. The governor is probably the best one because the women in the game who aren't party leaders generally have really good governing skills. They have high stewardship, they have high trade and high charm. So that makes them excellent to become governors. That being said, yeah, they have excellent skills at becoming governors, and obviously it depends on who you go after. So if you go after someone who's a party leader, generally, then they're going to have very good skills for being a party leader and for being a companion. Usually generally good melee skills. So it all depends on who you go after, and obviously the difficulty of getting them to marry you depends on their clan tier, their renown, and who they belong to, essentially. So the higher the person is skill wise, the harder they're going to be to get. But yeah, she's just been placed in one of the towns here. If we had her own settlement, she might have been placed there. And obviously the other major thing that you can do with having a wife is obviously have a child. You don't have to do anything special for this. All you have to do is simply wait. You don't even have to be in the same place as them. I think it speeds it up if you are. It makes it more likely, but you don't have to be. So they could be all the way on the other side of the world and it's still possible to get them pregnant without actually being near them. They might change this in the future. It would make sense, obviously, if they do. But for the moment, as is the game is, you don't have to be with them. It is just as simple as waiting it out. There is nothing you can do to speed up the process, really. But yeah, once they get pregnant, the process is very long. You don't just instantly get a child. The pregnancy stage is really long in the game. And then obviously they have to become 18 before they're eligible to actually go into a party or be a party leader or whatever you need them to be. So it is a very, very long process, and you're not going to see that child for a long time. And same thing with them getting pregnant. It can usually take a while. What we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and wait. If she does get pregnant in this one, I will show you guys. If not, it can take a while depending on certain situations, so it might take a long time. Hopefully we do get to see it. I will try and show you that if I can. I will wait out for quite a while and see if it happens. And then I'll try and catch that in for you. But yeah, so essentially if you have a child, it's the same as your siblings, so you can educate them and boost their skills. And yeah, essentially, yeah, once they've basically got 18, you can take them in as companions. They can become party leaders, governors, anything you want. And when you die in the game, either of old age or eventually of battle wounds, you can die, if you've got it turned on, that is, your child will take over. If you don't have a child, it is the end of the game, but if you do, you carry on as a different character, i.e. your child, which is really, really cool. But yeah, that's essentially it, guys. That's all there is to it. It is that, yeah, that simple. It's quite easy to get a wife. It's something you should definitely consider doing early on, for sure. Oh wow! Oh, look at that! Oh, there you go. She's pregnant. That was really quick. Okay, I've never had it that fast before. Awesome, guys. That's brilliant. So there you go. It's that simple. We just waited around in the same town that she was in, and less than a day had gone by, and she was pregnant. So look at that. Wonderful. There you go, guys. I hope this has helped. I hope this has answered your questions about it. If you've got any questions, suggestions, comments, anything like that, make sure you get at me down in the comments or go ahead and join the Discord server. And you can message me there privately. Again, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button if you haven't already. Keep up to date with all the content that's going to be coming out on the channel. Other than that, guys, I really hope you've enjoyed the episode. I hope this has answered your questions. I've got loads of other guides coming out. I've got loads of other things we should go ahead and discuss. Loads of other things that I'll hopefully cover. But honestly, I hope this has answered your questions. If I've missed anything out or if you've got any more questions about it, please let me know. And I will try and answer them as quick as I can. Otherwise, guys, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.